This is another episode of me documenting the day-to-day process that I am taking to achieve long-term consistency in the financial markets. And I'm just making this video to let you guys know that this is going to be the end of the series. I mean, you can see I'm in deep drawdown right now, and I just don't think trading's for me. I've given this my all, and it's just not working out as I want. I'm down 5R on the week. I gave back everything that I made last month, the month before that. I mean, I'm back to break even. It's been over 2.5 years, and I still haven't gotten this shit. So really just losing faith in myself, and I think I'm just going to hang it up, guys. Like, I don't know when I'll be on this YouTube channel again, but I think this is going to be it. No, the fuck it's not. No, the fuck it's not. No, the fuck it's not. All right? 3 consecutive days of drawdown. Obviously, this is not an optimal trading performance, is it? No, this is I can't operate like this if I want to be profitable. So obviously something's going on, Big problems, but guess what? Big problems lead to big breakthroughs. So I'm down, but I am not down because my mind is still strong. My mind is still on top. I've hit a low 100%. I'm hitting a low in my trading career right now. I feel like everything is lost. I feel like I don't know what to do. I feel like I have no idea what's next. I feel like I'm doing everything completely and entirely wrong. I feel like every little adjustment that I make leads to 10 new problems. I feel like I don't know what to do. But I'm still in it, baby. My head's still in it. I'm not letting go. I'm not going to fucking quit. I will never fucking quit. It's impossible for you to give your heart and soul to something. Give it everything and fail. By law, it's impossible. And I know that. And I know that if I continuously show up and put in the work every single fucking day, I have to get exactly what I desire by law. I cannot fucking fail. I will not stop this shit. So, a couple of you guys have been following me for a long time. I don't know if you see my Instagram, but if you go back on my old videos, you can see how I handle periods of drawdown like this. It really, really, really fucking hits me. And I'm in it again. I'm in a period like that again. But I am hungry. This shit is making me hungry. It's putting the fuel to my fire inside my soul to go even harder and make this shit work and really figure out what I'm doing wrong. And that's the mindset. That's the attitude you got to have towards this. So I'm going to read you all my journal entry after I finish today's session. And I'm just proud of myself because, obviously I'm not trading good at all. But how I'm handling this mentally is a complete 180 from how I used to handle it. I used to let periods of drawdown like this really, really get to me mentally and literally just destroy my attitude and destroy my mind for weeks at a time. But today I was able to rebound like this within minutes. So this is at 10:10 this morning. I'm going to read it from my journal right here. This is what I wrote. How quickly I was able to rebound from poor trader performance and drawdown shows me how resilient and iron mind I become. I used to sit and sulk on poor performance, allowing the devil to win, allowing fear, doubt, and worry to consume and control my mind. But now, you can't break me. Nothing can break me because I know I can transcend this to make me a better version of me. I'm so proud of myself seeing my mental development is tangible. I'm so proud of myself seeing my mental development is tangible. And even the lowest of lows cannot shake me. I'm sorry, I have terrible handwriting. Now I must find a way to transcend this problem. I must find out what to eliminate, what to reduce, what to raise, and what to cut. I don't want to run from this. I want to face it head on and begin attacking this problem. From what it feels like, I'm hitting a low. So I feel the model switch coming up, which I have to resist myself from to see continued progression. Refrain from model switching. This day will show me exactly what I lack and what needs to be worked on. I can already see myself breaking through this problem, transmuting it, and using it to push me to a new high and one big step closer towards profitability. So that's how I'm thinking after poor performance like this. Now, when I mention the process of switching my model, usually I fell in this cycle for a really long time, probably 8 months, where I would experience performance like this, right? And then I start to look at my model and think that something needs to change, and so that I'm doing something wrong, and that I'm looking at the market entirely wrong. And that's when I literally drop everything that I'm doing and pick up an entirely new model within the realm of ICT. So essentially, I'm just system hopping every time that I hit a really low low. Like right now, 3 consecutive large losing days, and I'm down 5R on the week. That's almost as much as my best winning week that I've had with this trade model. That makes me feel like I'm doing everything entirely wrong, but I'm not. My model, there's nothing wrong with my model. This performance makes me think that it's my model. It's not my model. It's me as the operator making these mistakes. And the mistakes that I've been making consistently this week are higher time frame narrative and just simply getting the bias incorrect, but also allowing myself to trade in unfavorable conditions that I shouldn't be trading at all. And when I take a first losing trade, I'm unable to adapt to new information, let go of the higher time frame narrative that I've established that is wrong for that day, make the adjustment, and move on with the day. Or I know I'm in the wrong mental state to be trading, and I continue to allow myself to trade, which only leads to more damage. So you can see right away, I have a good idea of exactly what my problems are because I want to attack them head on when I experience a negative circumstance like this. But is it actually negative? No, because every failure carries with it an equivalent seed of success. Let me say that again. Every failure carries with it an equivalent seed of success. So is this actually a failure? It can't be a failure, because the drawdown period that I'm going through right now is necessary. It's absolutely necessary for me to go through, for me to experience, to extract that lesson, take that lesson, and develop as a trader, get to the next level. This is necessary. You have to go through periods of drawdowns like this. And I know there's some of you watching my channel who are probably going through the same damn thing. And I'm right there in that period of journey, of this trading journey with you. And I'm going through that shit too. But this is how we deal with it. This is how we get to the next fucking level. We don't look at this shit and think we suck. We don't look at this shit and think to quit. We look at this shit and think, thank you, Lord, for giving me the opportunity to grow. I gave back everything. But I'm hungry. I'm hungrier than ever. And now everything, my entire day is revolving around trying to fix this problem, addressing this problem. So I guess we can get into a daily review, if that even matters at this point. I hope you get the memo from this video, okay? We don't look at failure as negative. We are iron mind. We are iron mind. Failure runs from us. Failure is fucking scared of us because we are absolutely unshakable. We are unbreakable. And there's nothing that can crack your mindset. Nothing. It does not matter. I will take this problem and I will transcend it to make me a better trader. That's how this shit works. Okay? That's how this shit works. If you want to be the fucking best, if you want to be successful, you have to think like this. You absolutely have to think like this. I know that if I just keep putting in the work, I can't fucking fail. I can't. There's no way. How much work is there to be done? I don't know. I could literally have my best trading week ever the next week and turn everything around. That's how this shit works. That's how this game works. It's like that. But how fast are you able to keep yourself? How fast are you able to recover? And how fast or how able are you to keep yourself in a high frequency state of mind? Are you going to let the devil win? Are you going to let him consume your mind? Are you going to think negatively about this? No. Transcend the problem. Use it to make a better version of you. Okay? So immediately ask a hard question. Why am I in drawdown? I gave back everything I made last month and the month before that in 3 trading days. How is this possible? What changed? What went wrong? Figure it out. My new approach to my higher time frame narrative, I'm simply submitting to one idea. And if I get that one idea wrong, I'm pretty fucked. And that's what's been going on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of this week. So where am I going wrong with my higher time frame narrative? Well, I found out that it's just framed off what I think that weekly candle is going to do, not what the market is actually showing me that it should do based on the 4 elements that I use to frame a higher time frame narrative. And I'm allowing myself to fold on days that I get bias incorrect, because after I've executed on my bias, stopped out on that idea, I dig myself into deeper drawdown because You know, I put myself in a wrong. I know I'm not in the right emotional state to continue trading, but I do so anyways. All it leads to is further damage. Another reason, a different slash bad market condition. I remember thinking on Friday I saw 2 large consecutive down days and think conditions have changed. It's not the same market that I was trading last week. It definitely feels different. And this week has nothing on the economic calendar. And all 3 trading days have been brutal, presenting really shitty conditions, and I've hurt myself in all 3 days. So I'm identifying the problems right away. So I guess with that being said, we can do a quick review of today. My higher time frame narrative was bearish. Let me go ahead and tag this. Bearish, incorrect. And I was looking for this, okay? Now, I'm not going to read these annotations. I'm just going to explain what I was thinking real quick. Let's see. Okay, this is my problem that I've been having all damn week long. Last week's candle was a large down close candle, right? So I'm thinking on the following candle this week, it might want to reach into this gap. That's the bearish idea that I've been carrying since Monday that's gotten me fucked on Monday and Wednesday this week. On the daily, today, because we finally rebounced to a premium of that range, and I'm thinking on the higher time frame narrative, looking at the weekly chart, we're probably going to trade lower this week. The market has rebalanced to a premium, right, on Tuesday, and then Tuesday settled near its low. To me, that's bearish. I wanted to see the market trade up into a premium of Tuesday's range, and then trade lower for this gap. That's what I was looking for today. 4 hour. I framed my reversal off of this gap. I was looking for a sell out of this gap right here. 1 hour. I'm noting how the market is smooth in the A's session, right? So I want to see the market trade up at the open, touch this gap, then reverse and go lower. Long story short, that's what I'm looking for. Why does that not play out? Let's look at the development of the weekly range. Usually, when Monday is a large up close candle that settles on its high, that typically marks the low of the week. Tuesday has dropped down and rebalanced Monday's range. Wednesday drops below Tuesday's low, takes Tuesday's low in a premium of Monday's range. We're not going back here because this candle's done this, close on its high. That tells us that it's interested in going higher. The low of the week is probably in. Tuesday rebalances that range. Wednesday opens, takes Tuesday's low, and draws for Tuesday's high. So if we look at the overnight session, you can see that this is actually one of my buy setups that I look for. And intuitively, I knew that. But I'm still looking to be a seller today. So I thought the market was going to draw for these lows. It didn't do that. Why? Because the first thing that we see in today's session, right from the open at 6 o'clock. Oh shit, that's not Tuesday's low. It's right here. There we go. But same difference. The first thing that the market does at 6 o'clock as it opens, it trades down, takes the previous daily low. And then what do we see? We see an impulse swing back into the range. So we have market retraction, drops down, takes Tuesday daily low, impulse swing back into the range. Market rebalances impulse swing in the pre-market session. We can see right here, we have this large down candle. The following candle opens near that candle's low, trades down, takes that low, so does the damage, takes out sell stops there. And then overlapped that down candle. That's very bullish. Open, traded down, took the sell stops, overlapped that down candle. Then we have another little impulse swing, rebalances that. 15-minute fair value gap gets respected. Going into the open, we leave the pre-market range higher. Not interested in taking sell side. It's not interested in taking sell side because it's already done the work of rebalancing the overnight swing. And I was looking for the market to trade up into this gap and then trade down, trade lower, take the sell side here. It's not going for that sell side because of the weekly development of the weekly range narrative. We've rebalanced Monday's range. Monday is just a large up close candle. Typically marks the higher low of the week. Tuesday rebalances that. Wednesday opens, immediately drops, takes Tuesday daily low, impulse swing back inside the range, leaving this obvious gap that can also be seen on the hourly. Had I annotated that, it drops right to the middle of that gap. So if we look at the lower time frame to confirm the market is respecting this gap, I already know the market's respecting this gap on the hourly because it dropped into the midpoint, but it closed above it. That's extremely bullish. Then on the 15-minute, same thing. Open, drops down, touches the midpoint of the gap, and closed near its high. That's very bullish. 5-minute, This candle closed near its low, but touched the middle of the gap. The following candle opens, takes that candle's low right on the midpoint of that gap. Traded up, closed near its high, overlapped the down candle. That's bullish. So everything right here tells me that the pre-market session has done enough, rebalancing the overnight swing. Therefore, it should be able to trade higher at the open. My entry would have been on the touch of 930 open price. When I see this candle drop into the opening range gap, close above it and leave this wick, it's a sign of strength. It also does the same thing on the 15-minute time frame. So there's confluence on the 5 and the 15-minute. So the only reason I know this and I can say it on the spot is because I've already done the work of reviewing exactly where I went wrong today. Oh shit, I forgot to fill this out. I'm not logged in, guys. I apologize. I'll do it after the video. But basically, I've already done the work of going back and studying exactly where am I going wrong. What is the correct narrative? Which is why I can sit here and explain that to you guys. Where am I going wrong? Doing this every single day allows me to get better. Look at all the annotations that I'm making, right? I'm really trying to understand this market. I'm really trying to understand why it delivered the way it did today and why what I thought was wrong. If I'm incorrect, that's the process that I have to go through every single fucking day, every single time, because that is what's required in order for me to get better. It's failing and reviewing the mistakes to learn. So the trades that I took today, because I was looking for shorts, right? My plan was to see the market run above this high, London high, PM high, touch the gap, and then reverse. At the open, what it did was, you can see I'm in a lot of drawdown. Don't look at my P&O. I'm embarrassed. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, guys. So I was looking for a drive above London high and PM high, touch the gap, and then reverse. Now what we did right to the open was we tapped London high. I was annotating this down close candle to see if it would act as discount array, push the market up into that, but it failed. With this large down candle, overlapped first presentation, sell short first presentation. Immediately it was looking great. It was looking so good. And then the move just died, came back inside the range, stopped me out. At this point in time, this is how I was feeling, and this is how I know that it was not a good idea for me to continue to trade. Check this out. Loss after loss piling up. Not sure what to do. Definitely hitting me now. Just have not been able to get a grip on these conditions. My confidence is definitely destroyed. It's what I was looking for. It's what I planned on doing. It gave me the confirmation. It didn't work. Like yesterday, my bias is definitely wrong, and I knew it was going to be. Cannot frame the right approach to price all 3 consecutive days in a row. This is the reason for my failure. Okay? So obviously I'm not handling the loss well. And trading after that, what did that just lead to? More damage done. More damage done. That's it. So if you recognize yourself in a negative emotional state where you know that your performance is definitely going to be impacted and affected, you gotta get the fuck out of the way. You gotta get out before you hurt yourself. So trading after that, what did I do? Well, I was looking at the 15-minute and I noticed how this candle tapped the London high but still closed above it. So I was potentially looking for a drive above that high to fail. It did, but that move didn't last. So on the 1 minute, it drives above it, large down candle comes in, I sell short again, try it again. And at this point in time, I know my bias is completely wrong, but I'm just holding on to that idea and just throwing another trade out there for the sake of throwing a trade out there, trading for pattern's sake, revenge trading, all the above, checks all the boxes for anything that goes under the definition of tilt. That's exactly what this second trade was. At this point, I literally did not care to lose anymore. I didn't give a fuck. I just threw another trade out there. That's tilt. I went on tilt today. So drove myself to the point of tilt today, consistently getting these biases wrong, not reading the right higher time frame narrative because I'm so stuck up on the idea of the market going lower based on how last week's candle closed. And obviously it's doing the exact opposite of that. And that's why I took losses on Monday. That's why I took losses on Tuesday. And that's why I took losses on Wednesday. So I'm following through with my plan, which I did Tuesday, which I did Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm following through with my plan, but I don't have the right fucking plan. Therefore, I'm taking losing trades, which is why it's so important to be in tune with the market and know what the draw on liquidity is. If you don't, you're going to get your shit handed to. I've been getting my shit handed to this week. I'm in fat ass drawdown. I gave back everything. I'm back to square one. I am back to square one. I blew up. But how I handle it is what matters. How I handle it is what matters the most. Am I going to rebound from this? Am I going to let this define me as a trader? Or am I going to get down? Am I going to think negatively? Am I going to sulk on it? Am I going to be a little bitch? Am I going to sit here and complain about how this is so hard and difficult? No. It's supposed to be hard. If it wasn't hard, it wouldn't be worth doing. If it wasn't hard, the end result wouldn't be worth it, would it? No, it wouldn't. I already know that I'm successful. I already know that I'm a successful trader. I already know that I am a successful trader. I already know that. With guarantee. Because that's how much I believe in myself. And you should also believe in yourself that way too. And back your belief with persistent action every single day. And you become unstoppable. So I'm down, but I'm not out. I'm hit bad. I'm hit hard, but I'm still getting up. And I'm not stopping. 23% win rate. Profit factor basically break even now. Day win percent 29%. My average win loss is dropping. I'm taking bigger and bigger losses. Everything's going down the fucking drain right now. shit hit the fan, bro. Everything's on fire. But I'm still in it, baby. I'm still in it. And I'm not giving up. I can't lose. I can't lose, guys. I can't lose. So I hope you didn't actually think I was going to quit. And if you've been around for a while, I appreciate you sticking through the journey. You've seen the ups. You've seen the downs. Everything in between. This is me just getting on here and being a real motherfucker. And I'm going to show y'all what it actually takes to become a top-notch fucking trader. That is it. That is my mission. So that's going to be it for this one. Talk to you guys potentially tomorrow. I may take the day off tomorrow if the market is not set up as I want. I think I should take the rest of this week off. But tomorrow is Thursday. Thursday is my high probability trading day. We also have an 8:30 high impact driver, so that should be good for the conditions tomorrow. And I know how the rest of this weekly range is likely to paint. So depending on how tomorrow sets up will determine if I trade or not. If I look at it and I'm like, fuck this, I'm not going to trade, and I'm just going to keep working on what I've been working on. And if I don't trade tomorrow, then I'm going to make a video on what I am working on and how I'm transcending this problem to make me a better trader, because that is what I do with every single problem that I have. Now I do that. I didn't used to do that before. I didn't used to do that before, and I would let these losses hold me back for so long and keep me in such a low frequency state of mind and hold me down for so long and make me think that this trading thing was so hard and impossible and difficult. It's something so far out of my reach, because that's how I used to think about my losses. Not the case anymore. I literally read you my journal entry. You can see that this mind is iron, okay? And you need to do the same shit. You need to work on your mindset, and you need to stop letting the devil win. You are a man. You were put on this earth to fucking conquer, destroy, win, and get anything you desire, okay? Go for it. Fucking go for it. Think big, conquer, and win. Let's go.